Hey everyone, Brendan Snyder here. How are you? Thanks so much for joining me, man. It is that time of year. Yes, Record Store Day right around the corner. I'm at Sound Exchange in Wayne, New Jersey. I'm getting ready to show you guys a bunch of cool stuff. I've got 3 huge stacks of stuff. I think there's around 150 plus titles this year. It's not as much as at other times of the year, right? This is November 29th, Black Friday, but they also have the Record Store Day in April, which is much, much bigger than this. But we still got a lot of cool stuff here. More is coming in. It comes in every day. So I'm just going through what's here now. And I've kind of pulled out the creme de la creme. I'm going to get into it here in just a bit and start showing you what all this is. But if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and like all that kind of stuff and turn on notifications so that you're going to get updates about videos like this and you'll stay up to date on all the cool stuff that's going on, because I love showing you guys in advance of Record Store Day what there is. So let's dive right into it. I'm going to jump into this pile here, and the one on top is a hot topic, at least for me, man. Van Halen live album, 1991. This here is first time on vinyl, it's saying, because it was released as part of the box set, but it was not standalone. So this is a standalone edition of the live album that came in the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge box set. We're getting that. Check that out. It's beautiful, in my opinion. Next up, big one here, November 22nd, the box set for U2, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb dropped, and in it was called the Shadow Album, and it is How to Reassemble an Atomic Bomb. Okay, so that's the only place to get the album itself, but for Record Store Day, they're doing a standalone edition of the 10-song album that is included in that box set, How to Reassemble an Atomic Bomb. So you're getting that. Very cool. Don't know if it's going to get a wider release or anything like that, but right here, Record Store Day. Pick that up if you're a U2 fan. I highly recommend it. It is a fantastic sounding album. In fact, I've done a full review of that box set on my channel if you want to check it out. Hendrix, man, it wouldn't be Record Store Day without some Hendrix. Songs for Groovy Children, the Fillmore East concerts. It's a highlights from. In fact, 5 tracks are on this here. Stone Free, Hear My Train of Comment, Isabella, Machine Gun, Foxy Lady. Like I said, it is not Record Store Day if you don't have something from Hendrix, something from The Doors, and in this case, something from Yes. We've got Fragile outtakes. So again, this was from the box set. I believe it was only available on CD, and it had a bunch of outtakes and things. Well, they've now pulled it out as a standalone vinyl release, and I kind of like it. It's very simple. We get the little tiny world art in here. It's a die cut out. That's the actual center of the record. And then Fragile up here. So alternate versions, outtakes, first time on vinyl, it's saying. We get 8 tracks on this, a roundabout, a rough mix, All Fighters Pass, a Steven Wilson mix on that. We Have Heaven, full version, Steven Wilson mix. A lot of cool stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that one myself. This is a very cool picture disc, man, from T.Rex, Tanks, 1973 classic album, Born to Boogie and Tenement Ladies on here. It says it's exclusive Black Friday picture disc, limited to 3,000 copies. There's the original album cover of it. But I love these things. I just wish we were getting more bonus material. I'd rather see the outtakes of Tanks done as a picture disc, but that's just me. That's just me. All right, Garbage has something, and this is an exclusive limited edition color vinyl 10 reimagined masterpieces. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a covers album that they're doing called Copy Paste. All right, as I said, wouldn't be Record Store Day without the Doors, so we do have something for the Doors this time, although no CD edition to this. This is live in Detroit. It's already been available on CD. So Bright Midnight Records, which was the Doors record label that was created to release all this archival material, already put it out on CD. So there is that floating around. Hard to come by, but it is floating around. But it is getting a first time release on vinyl, and it comes in a box. So that's very cool here. Recorded May 8th, 1970, Combo Arena, Detroit. It says it's one of the longest Doors shows ever. Caught on tape. It includes a 17-minute version of the end. A real rare rarity among recorded live shows, it says. So there you go. There's the back side of it. Let's check that out. But I love the box. Love the box. All right, here's another one in a box. Grateful Dead show, and limited to 8,000 copies. So I'll just turn it over and let you see it there. But there's the front side of it. So 4 LP set, 180 gram vinyl, limited to 8,000. It says New Haven, May 5th, 1977. And beautiful, just simply beautiful. Oh, how can you not love these things, man? I mean, I just get so excited just sitting here talking to you about these things. I'm not even buying half of this stuff, but I do have a good list that I hope I can get my hands on come Record Store Day. It all just depends on, what, comes and what goes and who's here and all that sort of stuff, a little bit like the lottery, right? Okay, hey, we got some Jerry Garcia too. And this one is limited to 4,000. It's on Orange Sunshine. 3 LP set, it says on vinyl for the first time. Electric on the Eel, August 29th, 1987. But what I like about it is the way that it's packaged. It's in this sort of envelope type thing that's going to fold up and out. I'm sort of new to vinyl. Some of this stuff may be standard for you guys, but I'm looking at it and it's very cool. If you watch my channel, you know I'm a CD guy, so I'm always about the CDs. Not as many CDs for this one, unfortunately. Okay, so this one here is going to probably bring some of the younger kids in, and I love that. I love that these younger artists are expanding, these big, very popular ones, and it might make the lines a little bit longer, but it also sort of ensures that physical media and stuff is going to continue with these younger generations. So Olivia Rodrigo, Guts. I don't necessarily know what's special about this other than it comes in this vinyl sleeve. It's something kind of unique about it, and this is available. It says 2 LP Marble Edition. So if you're an Olivia Rodrigo fan or you got a teen daughter, she's probably into that artist. And one more like that, Billie Eilish. And this is Hit Me Hard and Soft with isolated vocals. I don't know what that is. I mean, I wonder if this is literally just all you're hearing is the vocal performance with no music. How cool is that? I think she released this as like a deluxe edition and the second disc, third disc or something, and it might have been that. But here we go with a vinyl edition of that. And so I know that, like I said, the younger kids certainly going to be excited about stuff like that. I'm going to switch over for just a minute to show you some other things. And I'm going to come back to this stack. There's still more vinyl to be going through, but because I mentioned CDs, I did want to point out this. There is a War box set, 5 of War's classic albums. It's got Platinum Funk from 77, Galaxy from 77, Music Band 79, Outlaw 82, and Peace Sign 94. I love the album Peace Sign. I was never a big War fan, but I got that album when it came out, and that was a killer one. Limited edition, box set. They just slide out, replica LP style. Cypress Hill has an album here. It's Live at Rock I.M. Park. Couldn't quite read the date. 99, it says. So you get that. And there is also, I know, here, I'll pull out the vinyl right now because there is a CD edition of this too. Ultravox Lament, Steven Wilson Stereo Remix. This one says it's limited edition to Record Store Day, 180 gram clear vinyl, half-speed mastering by Air Mastering, and includes bonus instrumental versions. And as I said, there is a CD edition of this album too. All right. Let's stay on the big vinyl. We'll come back to the singles and stuff later. The warnings seem to be pretty popular out there right now. This says Error 404. I don't know if that is just a current album or what. Vinyl release, but like I said, they seem to be popping up everywhere right now, this band, The Warning. They opened for Guns N' Roses, so gotta be pretty darn good if you're doing that. Tangerine Dream, live at Kelvin Hall, Glasgow, November 20th, 1974. It says it includes the iconic members, Froze, Frank, and Bauman. Sorry, I have trouble pronouncing those names. Printed inner sleeve, liner notes, remastering, 12-inch. I love it. They actually measure the 12-inch to show you it's 12-inch. Anyway, 50th anniversary edition of that album being released. This one pretty neat here. Ooh, that's nice, actually. I don't know if you can see the reflection in the, I don't know, the squiggle and or whether that was a Japanese language type thing, but it's celebrating the classic Stone Temple Pilots album Purple. This is Purple Rarities, so it's the sessions and stuff, the outtakes, those sort of things, rare alternate versions. 9 tracks are on here. Now, if you have the CD, the deluxe edition, this is already part of the CD, but it was never available, I don't believe, on vinyl. So it's making its vinyl debut, I believe. It's got a Meat Plow early version, Interstate Love Song, an early version, Big Empty's acoustic, Army Ants' demo, and it just goes on like that. But if you're a Stone Temple Pilots fan and you don't have any of that, that's a cool release. Cat Stevens, Starlight. This was, I want to say it was so it's a 50th anniversary remaster. It's limited edition, 180 gram. It is color vinyl. Just looking to see, this, was a Japanese only LP. That's what it is. So when it came out, it was Japanese only. It's now getting a wider release like this, which is very cool. Although if you haven't tracked it down in 50 years, who knows? But there is that available, and it is put out by A&M Records. Todd Rundgren, Utopia. I love his band Utopia. 50th anniversary. New liner notes by Todd. Expert Paul Myers is on here, and it's on psychedelic swirl vinyl. Gets me excited. Like a kid in a candy store, man. I love it. I bet you guys will feel the same way come Friday on the 29th. Rolling Stones have a release here. Get your yayas out. The Rolling Stones in concert. Lithograph on archival paper, it says. Not sure what's different about this, but this has been on vinyl, so I don't know if this is just a reissue. It doesn't have a sticker that tells me, but it says exclusive limited edition. Maybe it's just the red and white striped vinyl is what's making it. But I know a lot of you guys mentioned you were interested in the Rolling Stones. When I did my first video, some of this stuff I didn't talk about because there really wasn't information to explain what was the difference on it. And so I kind of bypassed it because there's only so much time to talk about so much stuff. And of course, I tend to stick to the stuff that I like, that I know, because that's me, right? But I know you guys have a lot of other stuff that you like and love, other musical tastes beyond just what I listen to. Certainly, like this, The English Beat, special beat service, final album by The English Beat, 2 LP edition with B-sides, remixes, live tracks, and it's on red and blue translucent vinyl. One of Anthony's favorite bands. He brings his stuff in. He says doesn't care whether it sells or not. He is just going to bring it in no matter what. All right. The Blasters complete concert, expanded, it says, 23-track concert on 2 LPs. So live at the venue, London. Apparently, maybe it wasn't the full concert when it originally came out, and it is now getting that. So this being a double LP, and just looking to see, Liberation Hall Records, it looks like. Then we've got Buffalo Springfield, and this one here, 2 LP, featuring the complete sets of Buffalo Springfield and the Byrds. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I didn't realize that. Live at the Monterey International Pop Festival. Recorded live June 17th and 18th, 1967. It's remastered from the original analog tapes, pressed on sky blue vinyl. Complete sets from both the groups. I'm looking at this. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, where is the Byrds? Why doesn't it say the Byrds? But it's packaged like that. So one side, Buffalo Springfield, one side, the Byrds. And I really don't know why they paired them together. The Byrds, I guess there's is that David Crosby? Was he in both bands? I don't know. And I apologize for that. I should know, right? But anyways, very cool. Sure you guys can tell me a little more about it. But there you go. Double LP from them. And then we got Big Brother and the Holding Company. Janis Joplin live at the Grand Ballroom in 1968. Complete concert, released for the first time, it says. Wow, that's pretty nice. So there's 8 tracks on this. I like the packaging of it. It's by Legacy, so it's when I say official, I mean it's just a major label, meaning the quality's got to be pretty good if they're putting it out. It's not just some small little label bootleg type thing. All right, get some Allman Brothers Band, man. You can't go wrong with that. April 7th, 1972. Manley Fieldhouse, Syracuse University, Orange Blue Splatter. Limited to 6,500 copies, and it is numbered. Must be on the inside because it is not out here on this. And this is by Allman Brothers Recording Company. But yeah, very cool. I do like things that are numbered. And there's a lot of just straight vinyl reissues, first time type stuff. Better Than Ezra Deluxe. coincidentally, I've been listening to a ton of Better Than Ezra. Their album that they put out this year called Magic did not click with me initially. And then all of a sudden, one day I was just over the moon for it. And it just was the absolute most perfect thing. And that's what I've been listening to this past week. And of course, pulling out the album Deluxe, which is their debut, major label debut. They did have an indie release before this, but this one being the first major one. First time on vinyl that it says. So there you go. And Helmet, Betty, another classic one from the 90s. This is 2LP baby blue vinyl. And it says LP2 is etched vinyl with 5 bonus tracks. Interesting. Okay. So you get an etching and you get 5 bonus tracks on it. I see. Side D is the etched aspect. A and B is the album. C is the bonus stuff. And they didn't know what to do with side D, so they etched it. I don't know what you're supposed to do with the etchings. I've never really quite figured that out personally. It's cool to look at for the very first time when you pull it out, and then after that, it's sort of like, I don't know what purpose it serves. I'm certainly not going to frame one of those, but maybe there's more to it than that, sort of like picture discs. All right, well, speaking of picture discs, Dead or Alive picture disc, 7-inch, 2 singles, You Spin Me Right Round Like a Record, and Misty Circles, backside of this. And exclusive 7-inch picture disc, limited to 2,000 copies, 40th anniversary edition. Stevie Nicks, Lighthouse, brand new song, not from an album or anything like that. I hope it leads to an album. Put out by Warner Brothers. As far as I can tell, it is just the one song. Maybe it's on both sides, but it does not list a B-side or anything like that. And as far as I know, this will be the only way to get a physical copy. I saw some Beatles singles in there. I saw Her Standing There, I Want to Hold Your Hand. And of course, if you flip it over, it's the reverse. I Want to Hold Your Hand with the B-side of I Saw Her Standing There. But the sort of replica capital reproduction of that. This one here is pretty cool. And if you walk in, first of all, if you walk in and you see this, but you're actually looking for Motley Crue 7-inch singles. This is what's in that box, so grab one. Exclusive Black Friday, the singles box from Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. So, they're already celebrating the 35th anniversary of this album. Just dropped a box set on November 22nd, the week before. And here it is, man. The singles, and it's in a cool lift top style. Or actually, I can see it as a clamshell. Clamshell, even better. And there's the singles. They're all on colored vinyl. There was 5 singles from the album, and they come with their B-side. So there was never any B-side or anything with it that makes you have to have this box. It basically just covers all the songs. In fact, they almost just replicate the whole album on 45s, but same old situation, had Wild Side on the B-side of it. Otherwise, they would have almost gone there. What it does say is that it has 2 exclusive adhesive bandages in here. And I assume they mean like Band-Aids, but they don't show it on the back, so I don't know, but I'm still excited nonetheless. I'm looking at the price on this now, $79.98. Ooh, I may be passing on it simply based on that, because that is just a nutty price for a bunch of 45s. But I do love the Crue, and I love this album, and who knows, right? Sometimes you got to splurge on record store day and just get some of these cool things, feel like a kid again. Phil Collins, 10-inch. This one here, limited edition. All this stuff is limited edition. Live from the Both Sides World Tour 94. Studio Easy Lover, Separate Lives. My Girl is on here. So it looks like just 4 tracks. Actually, they listed on the front like those are standout songs. And you flip it over and it's only 4 songs on here. But it is live from the board, it says. So this is the Indescribable Den. Whatever that band was, that was part of it. And you get live from the board, official bootleg. Very cool. I love Phil Collins, though. Okay, we got some Echo and the Bunnymen. And what's interesting about these is these are a fraction smaller. You can see it, right? So just a fraction smaller than a 12-inch, and I don't know why that is, but these are singles or 12-inch singles, I guess you would. 40th anniversary, silver, tidal wave. Includes the original B-side in it. So there's that one, and there was one other one. This one here, the Killing Moon and All Night version. Killing Moon, the All Night version, and Killing Moon regular, Do It Clean. Same sort of thing here. This is 40th anniversary edition. And last but not least, and I do believe this is Jane's Addiction. I could be wrong because there is literally no name on this, but if I remember what I saw when I looked this up, this is the limited edition white label 12-inch vinyl of alternate versions of Imminent Redemption and True Love, which I believe were the two new songs that Jane's Addiction had done before they had a little bit of an implosion, and let's hope they fix all that and come back. Limited to 2,500 copies. So I don't know how many records and stuff we just went through, but that was a lot of stuff. And as you can see behind me, man, boxes and boxes of this stuff. So tons more. And like I said, it is still coming in on a daily basis. So if I didn't cover your favorite thing here, it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It just means that it probably hasn't arrived yet. I'm filming about a week before, so more stuff will be coming. And certainly, get out to your favorite stores, get in line, and get ready for Record Store Day, November 29th, 2024. All right, everyone, take care, have a good one, and I'll see you at Record Store Day. Bye-bye.